for this show, I decided to do a couple different topics. The first one that we're gonna do is what is the effects of hormones on men and women? Like, how much does it really affect our lives and stuff like that? We're gonna deep dive really hardcore on testosterone, estrogen, and all the fucked up shit it does. This is something I've actually been reading a lot of books on. Shout out to Marty Hazelton, writing Hormonal. This is like a lot of this information I'm gonna have tonight is from that book. From your perception, do you feel that hormonal changes have more profound impact on men or women? Can you explain why you believe so? So from your perspective, do you feel that hormonal changes have a more profound impact on men or women? I'll start with you this time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. For me,
Talk to the mic.
I can't really give a perspective of a man because I'm not a man.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I was actually on hormonal birth control from like 18 to like 22, and I was so unhappy.
Yeah.
Like, my mental health was horrible. I was so anxious. I felt like when I was in my relationship at the time, I was really attached to my like partner and was like in my head. And then I knew that it was doing that to me. Like, I looked at him and I was like, I'm not myself. And so he's like, then go get that fixed. And so then I went on a non-hormonal IUD and I was immediately fine. So like that, but it's weird, like my testosterone spiked. So I ended up getting like chin hairs and shit.
Here, try to talk into it the best you can.
I was like getting like chin hairs and stuff, and I was like,
chin hairs.
No, I mean, come on, y'all. The women that know, whenever we're at the light, we pluck those things. Come on now. Anyways,
I ain't had a chin hair yet.
Exactly, girl, me either. And I was 22 with chin hairs. What in the hell is that?
Yeah, that's weird.
But it was because my testosterone levels spiked up.
Holy shit! From
And
the
so-
IUD.
From
Or
not,
from
from not
the-
having a flow of estrogen in my body anymore when I had because I was on the pill and I was on the NuvaRing. Those were horrible. And I also gained 30 pounds in 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, this is something we talk about a lot on the show. Women shouldn't take birth control or any type of birth controls because it's not healthy for you at all. It's not meant to be. I'm sorry, but yeah, it sounds horrible that you even had to go through that for a short period of time. But yeah, for you, from your perspective, do you feel that hormonal changes have more profound impact on men or women?
Definitely women.
Really?
Just like she said, yeah. I mean, it just takes you to depression, really, at the end of the day. Like, you just get super emotional for no reason and start acting out of character. You're like...
Were you on birth control also? Like, do y'all feel like y'all have only had emotional issues because of birth control? Like, I want to know if naturally this happens at all.
It does.
Yes.
Even without the birth
I'm
control?
not on birth control.
And
I
you
have
still
my
have
tubes tied.
hormonal stuff?
I think at the beginning of any woman's menstrual, there's that peak where your moods and the way you react and the way you take in things by however a person brings it out or presents it, it's going to react a different way depending on the time of month it is.
Yeah.
And that's on women.
You're gonna go with the flow.
Usually...
Men don't go through that.
Yeah.
Or like when you're ovulating, like that's a big thing too.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks after
Well,
yeah.
after your
No,
period.
seriously. I mean, for me, it does. And I've never had children before. But like when I'm in that stage, like I feel like, okay, to answer your question, what, bro? Come on
I
now.
just already know what
He's
you're
just
gonna
giggly
say.
over
This
here.
is so funny.
Look at him. He already knows because we're on the. Look
I
at
just
him.
read a lot about this stuff, so I already
No,
know
I
what
know
you're
you
about
do.
to say.
But like this is the thing. Like I feel, to answer your question, I think you said something about like,
Who does it affect more?
No. When you said like, do you think you had these problems because you were on birth control? And I don't agree with that because I feel like when my mental health was in check, then I could be on anything because I educated myself about my body. So I'm no longer on birth control anymore, but I was. But I knew I needed to get off of it because I knew when my body was changing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, no, not really.
So I would communicate with the person that I was like active with. I would be like, hey, don't mess with me today because I'm about to start my period. Like, you don't want to call me right now.
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Respectfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I have a question really quick. When it comes to the birth control, like, have y'all all taken birth control at some point in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and have y'all all done the pill ones?
I had an IUD.
You had an IUD, but you've never done the pill ones before?
No.
You've done the pill ones before? Y'all have done the pill ones before? Okay. Why?
That is usually what gynecologists prescribe to you first because
The pill, yeah.
it has the lowest.
But like why?
Because I think it's because it has the lowest amount of estrogen.
Insurance.
What, bro?
The
Stop
price.
giggling.
Well, it's because you want to have sex, right?
Oh no, I did it to regulate my period.
Okay, so yeah, that's why I was asking why, because usually they open with that. They're like, "Oh, is your periods really bad? You should take this pill."
But that's the starter pack to get
Yeah,
going.
yeah. I mean, they
now.
make money off this fucking shit.
Yeah,
like
they
like
do.
different pharmaceuticals do different bonus packages whenever they sell so many of these fucking pills and shit like that. So like you got like. So at the end of the day, you got sold on something that wasn't really useful. Well, the reason why I wanted to ask that, like why I was asking like that specifically, is because if it's for sex, like I've never in a relationship had an issue with the. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did have an accident, maybe, but it was more of a on purpose accident, baby. Like I was being stupid, and and I know what I was doing, type of thing. But like, yeah, but like, I don't think unless the guy got a leaky faucet, I don't see why anything would happen. Like, I don't know if his pullout game's good, then his pullout game's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, or, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen a point in having birth control anymore. It's especially for my last recent relationships. It's like, why would you ever need to do something so unhealthy for you? Like, it's not useful. Like, I can understand if you're really scared and you're fucking a guy that like literally pre-comes like a fucking water hose. I would be scared too. But I don't know, because I don't.
Women know, and they're lying if they say they don't. Come on now.
What if they know about a guy having that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least I do. That's being in tune with your body, though.
Yeah, I mean, you learn if you just do foreplay with somebody if they have something like that. I feel like,
of course.
Yeah, you should learn pretty quickly if they have like a leaky faucet, for sure. For my next question, I want to know, in terms of mood and behavior, who do you think is more affected by hormonal fluctuations? In terms of mood and behavior,
Men. 100%.
Okay.
Men, yeah.
Men by the fluctuations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think both ends become moody, whether it's age, growth, whatever testosterone they haven't built up or have too much built up. It's gonna be both ways.
You think it's gonna go both?
Yeah.
I definitely.
Through time, it will. Yeah.
I don't know. I know a lot of guys who take like testosterone, like they're on TRT treatment and stuff, and some of these guys really don't have a lot of that energy, I guess. Like I don't see it a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, there are guys that do too much. It depends how much they're doing. If they're doing the right dosage, like they're actually going to the doctor and they're doing it correctly, like just the right dosage to make them just the man that they would have been 50 years ago. Like that's okay, but a lot of guys do too much, and that ups their estrogen sometimes too.
Yes. Just natural, a guy and a female can have the same mood and.
For sure.
I would just say though, like since women are emotional, like
men are emotional as well.
No, they're emotional too. But I'm saying in generalities, like in the books I read and the studies I look up in Evo Psych and evolutionary psychology, like in general, women are usually the emotional sex and men are usually the logical race. Don't get me wrong, there are emotional men, but
externally we're more emotional.
Yeah, but when we really look at it though, a guy that's getting pumped through like testosterone and stuff like that, don't get me wrong, like they're powerful, like they can do a lot with their body, but what makes them really a man is being stoic and not unleashing and not doing anything like that. So when a guy's pumping full of testosterone, like don't get me wrong, he some of them might be moody, but the strongest of them, it doesn't make them more moody at all. It's the opposite. It actually makes them very more in control. That's what makes a man is being super powerful and being able to control that ability as well.
Okay, but confusing being in control and having control is two different things.
Yeah. Well, the problem with women, I would say, when it comes to the moodiness thing is that, like, since y'all are more emotional, when you're in a mood, you're in a fucking mood. And that's the issue, whereas, like, most guys, I agree, but a lot of guys sometimes can I would say guys are more bipolar in the sense that they can turn it off very fast. They can be like, I'm really pissed off right now, but I'm over it. Like, I'm fucking done. Whereas, like, I don't think women can do that as good. Now, some of them can, but not all of them.
I can.
You can?
I have been accused of having bipolar disorder many times.
No,
I'm so serious.
I think I kind of hold on to it until I feel like it's out of my chest, and then I'm like, okay, now I can look at you, because I can walk out and be like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready right now. Give me another. Just get away.
Give me another day.
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.